Right. Hello all. Now we'll discuss the last writ. So till now we have discussed 4 writs. They are habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, and now we will discuss the 5th writ called quo warranto. So the literal meaning of this writ is by what authority or warrant. Okay, by what authority? That means in which capacity you have done this. What right do you have to perform this action? That is the meaning of this by what authority. Okay, and Supreme Court or High Court issue this writ to prevent illegal usurpation of a public office by a person. What is the meaning of usurpation? Usurpation means holding an office forcefully. That is called usurp. Okay, if a person holds an office forcibly without any legitimate right, then such state is called as usurpation. Am I clear? Right? So through this writ, the court inquires into the legality of a claim of a person to a public office. Am I making sense? Yes? Right. Then facts about quo warranto. See, quo warranto can be issued only when the substantive public office of a permanent character created by a statute or by the constitution is involved. Meaning, if a particular public office is established as per the constitution or as per the law enacted by the parliament, if such office is occupied forcibly without any legitimate right, so such type of situation can be challenged in the court. Okay, and the court can issue the writ called quo warranto to know or to inquire the claim of a person to a public office. Am I clear? That is the meaning of quo warranto. By what authority you have occupied that office. Okay. So the thing is, it cannot be issued against a private or ministerial office. Please note this point. Though ministerial office is a public office, the quo warranto cannot be issued for ministerial office. Okay, it cannot be issued against the private individuals, right? And you have to note one point here. This writ gives the right to seek redressal to any individual other than the aggrieved person. That means not only the aggrieved person, anyone can, on behalf of the aggrieved person, can lodge a complaint under Article 32 or under Article 226 in the Supreme Court or the High Court to issue this writ called quo warranto. Am I clear? So this quo warranto cannot be issued on private people and cannot be issued on ministerial offices. So apart from the private people and ministerial offices, quo warranto can be issued in all other bodies which are public offices. Am I clear? Yes or no? And another point is the public office should be established by a law or by a constitution. Meaning it shouldn't be an executive action. If it is an executive action, then definitely it is a discretionary of the executives to appoint the person. Yes or no? Then definitely there will be a clear cut grounds for the appointment of the person to a such public office. Am I making sense? Right? If the public body is constituted based on a statute, means law passed by the parliament or a state legislature, or it is a constitutional body, then definitely the court will issue the quo warranto. You have to remember these minor points because these are very important as far as the prelims are concerned. Okay, so dear students, we have completed our broad explanation or broad discussion on the writs under Article 32 and Article 226, right? So what are they? Habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari and quo warranto. In simple words, habeas corpus means to bring the body of abducted person before the court, and the court will conduct judicial examination whether such abduction or whether such detention is lawful or not. Okay, that is the purpose of habeas corpus, and habeas corpus defends the fundamental right called individual liberty. And mandamus means, what is mandamus? Yes, to ask a public employee to perform his duties if he is not willing to perform his duties. That is the meaning of mandamus. And prohibition means to forbid the lower court from functioning beyond its jurisdiction. Certiorari means it is a curative writ. Okay, that means it can cancel the orders which are passed by the lower court, which are not in its capacity. Okay, and quo warranto means by what authority, on what basis you have occupied the public office. Such type of questions are asked under quo warranto. So in this way, Article 32 has become a significant tool in ensuring the fundamental rights of the people. That's why Dr. B.R. Ambedkar once said, Article 32 is the soul of the Indian Constitution. Article 32 talks about constitutional remedies. Okay, so without providing remedies, we cannot implement the fundamental rights. So without remedies, fundamental rights cannot be implemented. That means without Article 32, we cannot imagine the Indian Constitution. That's why Article 32 is called as a soul of the Indian Constitution by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Because under Article 32, the aggrieved person can directly move to the Supreme Court, not through the process of appeal. Of course, writ jurisdiction is the part of original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court as well as the original jurisdiction of the High Court. So original jurisdiction means we can directly file the case in the Supreme Court without following the process of appeal. Am I making sense? So this is the significance of writs. Okay, thank you very much.